What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your girl Marisha LaShay. It is so good to be here before you guys. What's up? What's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Welcome to another episode of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. It is always an amazing opportunity to be before you guys again and again and again. And I know that I repeated more than once, but I'm just letting you know that it is nothing but gratitude just to be here before you all. I am still in celebration mode as season 5 continue because it's a celebration. I could have gave up long time ago because I didn't have the numbers, because I didn't know what I would talk about because of whatever reason, but I did it. So with that being said, you guys, man, giving honor to God who's ahead of my life. I've had the opportunity to complete not one, not two, not three, but four, continuing on to 5 seasons before I have arrived here at season 5. And I don't take this opportunity lightly or for granted because I appreciate God for being with me through it all. And I also just appreciate God being an inspiration through the places and people that I have had the opportunity to come in contact with. I'm eternally grateful, and I will always keep expressing my gratitude because it keeps me grounded, but it also keeps me humbled. Okay, definitely got to give my acknowledgments. I want to thank God for everything that He is doing for me. I want to thank God for giving me the gift of gab to run my mouth, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Thank my parents, my son, my baby. Thank you to all my family, my friends, my supporters. None of this will be possible without you guys tuning in to listen, without you guys getting on that YouTube page, without you guys getting on my Facebook, without you guys and my students tracking on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for all that you do for me. I'm going to keep doing it for you. Just want to go ahead and provide a little history of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay. It originally began back in November of 2020. During the pandemic, my dad and I were working projects. We were working on projects and having morning meetings. One day in the morning meeting, my dad and I created the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay because we asked each other these thought-provoking questions, and I ran with the idea of reaching a bigger audience with some of these thoughts and creating an actual safe space for others to engage my content. Then we decided that I will only go live in the months that have 30 days, which are April, June, September, and November. So for today being day 22 of the Breakfast Show with Marisha LaShay, all we have is 8 more days before I be before you, and I go take my little break in the back and come on back in June. But until then, we're going to continue this marathon of using my gift of gab to inspire, to motivate, and to encourage others to reach for the stars based on real world topics. So, you guys, I will be before you 8 more days coming. Want to move into the next part of the show where we do our mental check-ins and check in on our mental feelings based on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the worst day of your life and 10 being the best day of your life. Let's get it. Today I'm on 1,000. Let me just go ahead and go with 1,000 because it's just been so much good stuff going on. It's just been a whole lot going on just overall this week, just with my kids testing, making videos after videos, falling behind on some of my stuff, but then just reclaiming my time and reclaiming my authority to, hey, I'm still going to stay in it. Even though if it's not going right, I'm still going to stay in it. I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to stay true to it. And I know sometimes we have these things going on in our minds, but I understand that this is for me. And if something is for you, what can be against you besides the enemy? God is God. God is God. He got me. He's carried me. He's going to continue to keep me, regardless of what my bank account. He's not testing my bank account. He's testing my faith. He's testing faith. Faith without work is dead. All of these events are for my good. The good, the bad, the ugly, the uncomfortable. When he's making you uncomfortable and he's showing you different things, believe him because he's going to use you. It's going to be up to you. Oh, God, I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge. Well, good. Come on. Jump. Jump. You're walking by faith and not by sight. And I said that a couple episodes ago where I talked about faith and how you're going to walk by faith and not by sight, and how you're going to walk on air, how you're going to walk on water because you're keeping your eye on God. You're keeping your faith in Jesus. You know that the Holy Spirit is speaking to you and flowing throughout you. But I'm going to catch myself before I go on another tangent. So today, we're getting ready to move into the question is. Before I do, please feel free to drop those numbers in the box for me. Go ahead and drop that in the box for me. Whether you are on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook, whether you are on Instagram, please feel free to drop it. Please feel free to drop it. So, today's question is, all it takes is one time. Is this true? Let's talk about the effects of taking risks, okay? And there today I'm going to cover 8 different types of risks that we all take or want to take, but too scared to take. So, let me repeat that question for you. All it takes is one time. Is this true? Let's talk about the effects of taking risk, shall we? All right. So, all right, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, you guys. So, all right. There are financial risks. And with a financial risk, this includes the risk of losing money due to changes in the market conditions or investment performance. So for those people who invest in stocks, have any type of assets, then we talking about financial risk. Number 2, for my business owners, there's business risk. This includes risks associated with the company's operations, such as competition, regulatory changes, or supply chain disruptions. Number 3, operational risk. This includes risks associated with day-to-day operations, such as system failures, human error, or fraud. Okay. Number 4, let's talk about legal risk. This includes the risk of legal actions such as lawsuits or regulatory fines due to non-compliance with laws and regulations. Number 5, reputational risk. This includes risks that can damage a company's reputation, such as negative publicity, social media backlash, or product recalls. Number 6, let's talk about cybersecurity risks. This includes risks associated with data breaches. This is also hacks or other cyber attacks. Number 7. Environmental risk. And these type of risks are associated with environmental factors such as natural disasters or climate change. And last but not least, 8, political risks. This includes risks associated with political instability, such as changes in government policies or civil unrest. These are just the type of examples that I had as it relates to risks that exist. However, it can be very more specific types of risks that a person or organization may face depending on their unique circumstances and the content. And I want to talk a little bit more about financial risk, which was the first one. I want to talk about the 5 common types of financial risk are market risk. This refers to the risk of losses due to the changes in market prices or market conditions as stated before. It includes risks such as interest rate risk, currency risk, and commodity price risk. Okay, number 2, credit risk. This refers to the risk of losses due to a borrower's failure to repay a loan or meet other financial obligations. It includes risks such as default risk, counterparty risk, and credit rating risk. Number 3, liquidity risk. This refers to the risk of losses due to inabilities to access funds or sell assets quickly enough to meet the financial obligations. It includes risks such as funding risk and market liquidity risk. 4, operational risk. This refers to the risk of losses due to inadequate or failed internal processes, systems, human error, or external events. It includes risks such as fraud risk, legal risk, and IT system risk. And last but not least, reputational risk, which this falls under the financial risk as well, but you are risking your reputation as well as operational. And when we're talking about reputational risk. This refers to the risk of losses due to a damage to a company's reputation, brand, or image. More specifically, it includes risks such as negative publicity, product recalls, and customer complaints. Okay. It also affects like different stakeholders and including individual and businesses and financial institutions. Effective risk management strategies can help mitigate these risks and ensure financial stability. Okay, so I'm talking to my people that own businesses. I'm talking to my people that have there's different things going on with their assets. Please make sure that you are taking the proper and necessary needs that you need to means to do so. I want to give a couple specific examples of business risks that companies may face. Competitive risk. This refers to the risk of losing market share to competitors. Companies may face increased competition due to changes in the industry, new entrants, or changes in consumer preferences. Number two, regulatory risk. This refers to the risk of changes in regulations or laws that impact the company's operations or profitability. For an example, a new law may require companies to comply with new standards, pay additional taxes or fees, or face penalties for non-compliance. Number three, the supply chain risk. This refers to the risk of disruptions in the supply chain, such as delays or shortages of raw materials, components, or finished goods. Companies may face supply chain risks due to natural disasters, political instability, or other events that disrupt the flow of goods and services. Operational risks, of course, and reputational risk. With the operational risk, this refers to the risk of losses due to inadequate or failed internal processes, systems, or human error. For an example, a company may experience operational risk due to the equipment failures, product defects, or errors in financial reporting. More so, as we talk about the final risk, which is reputational risk that falls under business risk, is this is going to be damage to the company's reputation, brand, or image. Company may face reputational risk due to negative publicity, social media backlash, or even events that erode trust and confidence in the actual company itself. And these are just a few examples of business risks that companies may face. Effective risk management strategies such as diversification, contingency planning, and insurance can help companies mitigate these risks and protect their business or operations. As we're going on to operational risk, there are five specific examples of operational risk that companies may face. Human error risk, which we have previously stated, but more in detail. This refers